causes of the disaster are
not due to faulty organization,
but to misfortune and all risks which had to be
undertaken.
God save the king.
Hatch, you sure about tomorrow?
I'm not sure about anything, Silas. But on balance, I think I'm doing the right thing.
We could search for Scott and the others till Christmas and find, at best, only their remains. I don't want you taking the blame, Hatch.
I think that's unlikely, Silas. I think we have to find them, come what may. The world will want to know what happened.
Pressure ice. As you can see, it's very big. And, well, I don't think you can see it so big from this picture, but a man, for instance, would be that size in this landscape. Next, please. This is a bit of the trans-Antarctic mountains, where we had some difficulties with the sledges, and it was very cold. Next, please. Well, this is the South Pole. Why? Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have somewhat overrun our allotted time, and I'm informed that dinner will soon be upon us in Great Hall. So I propose to defer questions until we are all suitably postprandial. More later, of course, but as President, it falls to me now to offer a brief word of thanks to Captain Amundsen for his simple and uncomplicated account of what we must all now assume to have been a simple and uncomplicated journey. Pole seeking has its own undeniable attractions, of course, but I feel bound to say we here now look forward the more keenly to the day when our own Captain Scott steps up to this rostrum and delivers his account, replete, as we know it will be, with scientific knowledge for which the whole civilized world hungers. Captain Amundsen has graciously consented to autograph copies of his recently published book, The South Pole, the writing of which presumably deflected him from pursuing his widely proclaimed intention to undertake a 3-year drift across the Arctic basin. But in concluding this short word of thanks, and having heard what Captain Amundsen has to say, I cannot as an Englishman help feeling that if our first toast to dinner is to be Captain Amundsen and his merry men, our second should be 3 cheers for the dogs.
Captain Amundsen?
Leon, I want you to book me a passage home.
I'll speak to Kirsten.
No, just do it. I will not be the guest of those ignorant people.
right, Betty. I have it.
Might we talk, Captain?
Yes.
Well, Captain, there is a rumor that you are to continue your current tour of the civilized world with a trip to New York.
Doctor, rumors are...
Hear me out, will you? Please. Before you go, there are things you must understand. I'll be very clear. Neither the nation nor the government, nor I, will forgive you if you persist in this pointed refusal to complete the work in the North you undertook to do. Your attempts to justify do you no credit at all. I will not argue whether your crew were offered this or this much for their services. The government's failure to meet your demands on pay cannot possibly excuse your flagrant abandoning of a clear duty. And this, in turn, to be frank, Captain, leads me to suppose, or at the least to ask, whether it would not be more honest to come right out with it and say that you lost your stomach for the North and have an end to it.
I think one day you might regret having that thought.
Perhaps, but it will not be tomorrow. You took my ship, Captain. Perhaps you took my pole. And more, even. Even so, I applauded your achievement. I defended you when you were called a rogue, a liar, a cheat. And this is how I'm repaid. At any rate, I should like to tell the King when I meet him this afternoon that you're ready to announce a firm date for the resumption of your expedition.
Tell His Majesty, in case he has not heard, that I'm headed for a fund-raising tour of America to pay the debts incurred on the southern leg and equip a new boat for the North. I have no idea when I'll be in a position to announce my departure.
Very well. I cannot say that I'm not disappointed. I had expected more from you.
How strange. I'd hoped for more from you, too. I had hoped for friendship, Dr. Nansen.
I'm not so sure that could ever have really been on the cards, Captain. Once the neck has felt the breath, I will bid you good day, but not goodbye. This matter will not be allowed to rest.
Gentlemen, I want you to see this. Bill?